Actually, I guess what I would deem to be free time. Um, I mean, as if there is such a thing as free time. This is what I would call free time. I was supposed to do a meeting with Danny, and I think Danny's in the middle of other launches, and he's got other people, and he's training them, and there's this um, shame. God, this is such a weird conversation. I don't even know if I should be having this conversation. I do think I want to put some gloss on my lips, though. Hold on. But I don't know if I should be having this conversation. I am a TMI kind of person. And I'm about to TMI it. Okay, so look. I am, the last conversation I had with this person, who's sort of like he's a colleague. I wouldn't say he's a boss. Colleague, mentor. And someone I trust and like a great deal. Really nice person. And I feel like I'm on the verge of changing my life. So, I mean, it may be that they're busy. And I was late because I logged in late. I was already like 10 minutes late, 8 minutes. I'd said something on Facebook, but I hadn't logged in. And if you can see my eyebrows, you can tell I'm having a bad day. I always tell people, look at my eyebrows. If they look crazy, I'm having a weird day. So anyway, I tried to log in, and I tried to message the person, couldn't get them. Tried to log in, couldn't get them. And we've got like a standing meeting. So I'm thinking, oh, I hope they're okay. Or if it's just that I was too late. I don't know. But there's this thing that's on the back of my mind, and I don't know why I'm thinking about it like, because the last time we recorded something together, I was showing him something, like on the share screen. And there's this guy, and this is going to sound horrible, what I'm about to say. But there's always some guy of some kind hanging around my Facebook, just there. I'm not doing anything. They're usually friends or people, Facebook friends. Most I've never met or dated. Some are not dateable. And I've let them know you're not dateable. But I'm not mean, and I'm friendly. But there's this one guy who I feel kind of bad because I don't want to expose all his business, so I won't say names. But he's one of those kind of guys that asks for money. Like, I'm not saying he's not in trouble, but I told him I found it distasteful for a man to ask a woman for money. And I've been in that situation before, and I had determined I would not be doing that. Now, I've helped several people with money if they help me, like by doing advertising on Facebook and stuff like this. And this guy, I've got him doing something on Facebook. I won't say what, because I don't want to expose who he is, but he's contacting me about his phone not being able to pay that. Now, I had this happen again with another gentleman. I've had this happen with multiple gentlemen. And I want you girls, if you're listening, to know that it happens of gentlemen of all nationalities, from all countries, of all ages. If they think you got it like that, they will approach you like that. Now, it's not, I don't have it like that. They don't know. They think I do. Even if I did, I've been around Quinn Holiday too long. I was part of Associate Direct. There's just that part of me. I just don't, you'll have to work for me. I'll have to give you a gig, some kind of work job to get that. I'm just giving somebody money. I mean, that's so double Capricorn. Like, oh, you need money? Okay, I tell you what, you post 1 million, make sure it gets to one. I made that deal with one gentleman. I paid him $25 whenever he needed money. Because the boy was actually doing it. I paid him for like a year, $25 a week or something. I made a deal with him. I'm like, you have to, get to 1 million people. And I gave him all the groups and all I needed was him to post in the groups. And I gave him a list of all the groups that if, you do 3 or 4 or 5 a day, get to 1 million people. It's a business, y'all. Anyway, I don't know what happened. He had wanted money and I was going through a bad time. And I think that's when I lost my grandchild. And oh, my poor little eye. You guys, I'm supposed to have surgery on this eye at the end of March. And a lot of y'all might look at my eye like, is there something wrong with her eye? Yes, there is. I've got bleeding behind the eye. I've had it for several years. And I could see that this side of my eye and that side of my eye are no longer symmetrical. Like this eye doesn't open as much or something. It just, I don't know. It looks different. But the surgery is at the end of March. So I pray for it. Be okay with my eyes. Anyway, I'm talking about the money again. I've got my Jupiter on my Pisces. My Jupiter's in Pisces by birth. And it's in the second house. And it is like opposed my Uranus and Pluto in the 8th house. And I guess the point is I can make a penny cry. I mean, I know how to live on like less than 15,000 a year. So I can make a penny cry. I mean, with the help of family and friends, of course, but an occasional services that are used from people. But I mean, I'm just saying, I can make a penny cry. I'm not the person to come to and beg for money. I should be going to others and begging for money, but I don't do that. I work for my money. I mean, I have a daughter I can beg from, but other than that, I didn't have my kid, I'd be on my own. I don't go to my family members or strangers or anything like that. I don't even beg for sales. I got people on my sales list. I probably should be begging them for sales. I don't know if that's pride. I've got my moon in Taurus. I've got Leo, Mars that's squaring it. Maybe, I don't know, pride. But I feel like I've got a service. People know I've got a service. I'll make campaigns for said service and I'll promote said service. If I make sales with service, good. If I don't, then I'll move on to the next campaign. I recently had attempted to do the Women of Vision for 2022 during Super Bowl Sunday, which we've done for the last 2 years. But, it's the pandemic. Life is not the same as it was in 2018 or 19 or even 2020. It's different now. So I didn't see any sales, although after the fact, after I shut down I got a couple of requests. I got to tell them all that I can't honor them. But I decided I wasn't going to do it during Super Bowl Sunday. We could do it anytime. I could do it after Easter. I could do it this month. I haven't really quite decided. I just knew that from the energy that I was receiving back on that campaign, it was not the right timing for that campaign. And so I closed it. And I reserve the right to close down campaigns that don't work. I'm looking at a campaign in front of my eyes right now that's never been launched. Will it be launched? I don't know. It's half done. These women don't even know I've got their names up here, that I want to do a campaign with their names on it. So that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. I had read once from one of the gurus that is a multimillionaire that said that we should be putting out campaigns every single week, which is 52 campaigns a year or 52 products or services a year. Based on that, we should, hopefully come up with some kind of profit. Now I've not tried that yet, but I am going to implement that. And it can be of the same product. You can launch and relaunch the same product or do a different campaign or repurpose. I mean, there's so much you can do on the internet now. And if you niche down like that, you might even be more successful. I'm really looking at how I'm going to be able to do that in 2022. So anyway, you guys, it feels weird. I didn't really feel like coming out blonde, although I love my blonde. And you guys notice when I'm blonde, it gives off a completely different look than when I'm a redhead, right? It's a completely different person. I don't even know how that is. I just know it happens. And I'm like, wait, I mean, I think I'm glamorous either way, but my blonde just takes me to that old Hollywood kind of glamour. And I just love that. I love that. Anyway, I just wanted to come and talk about this. I guess this is a phenomena about men that ask women for money, and I have no problems or issues with that. Oh no, I just realized something. I hope nothing went wrong with the I had a final payment that was supposed to go to Danny, and I know my account was just weird. I'm praying that all went through okay. And I'm hoping that because it all went through okay, that's not why he disappeared. That's that too, right? Wouldn't that be horrible? I don't think so. I just hope that it didn't bounce, because it's been really, I better make sure I get some extra monies in there. I'm kind of nervous or shaky today about things financially. I don't know what that is. The thing is, with having Jupiter in Pisces and Jupiter on your Jupiter opposing your Pluto and Uranus in the 8th house, anything could happen with the finances, and that is very, very scary. So I think that's why I wanted to bring this up about, I feel really confused right now, and worried about my own finances, so that it feels weird to think about others coming to me to help them with their finances when I'm in the situation I'm in. Anyway, like I said, I told you this was going to be TMI, and it is. Now, you can help, by the way, by making an order. You can there's several ways you can order from me, by the way. If you're into astrology, you can always go by astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. Purchase something there. Or you can go by adrienneobeyhq.com. That's adrienneobey, my name. HQ stands for headquarters.com. adrienneobeyhq.com. And you can purchase something there. There's a shop there. And there's all types of different services and different types of products, digital products, and videos I make, and all different types of things that you can purchase there. So there's some options out there. I need to be more on it with the campaign, so you guys know exactly what I have to offer and exactly how you can support me. So I'll make sure I do that more often. Okay. Anyway, much love, much light, many blessings. Thank you for letting me ramble on about the money, the people coming to me for the money, and those who I count on to learn how to make money, because I really count on people like Danny to learn what it's like to be someone who has had $1 million launches and things like that. I've never had anything like that. And so, as he likes to say, I've got a money issue that we need to work on. You got money issues we have to work on. And it's true. It's true. I always say how I was raised originally in the poorest city and whatever. And I just feel like that might be something that hangs over me. So I tell myself often, at least I'm going to start telling myself often, I am rich. I am worthy. I am deserving of all the wealth, all the goodness, all that life can bestow upon me, all the wealth and the treasures of the universe. I am deserving of that. I am as deserving of all the treasures and wealth of the universe as anyone else who has ever lived is worthy of that. And it is my birthright to be wealthy, to have wealth rain down upon me. And so I openly accept this gift of wealth. I openly embrace this gift of wealth. I open my arms to this wealth and I embrace it. I embrace the abundance as it rains down upon me and upon my life in different various ways, money coming toward me in all types of scenarios and from all different types of people who have been there to support me, who have been put in place to be a part of my support system and tribe. I believe this. I hope you believe this for yourself. And may you have a wonderful rest of 2022. And in the future, whenever you are seeing or hearing what's being recorded now. Much love, much light. Many blessings to you. Namaste. Astrology, a look inside. Presenting astrology and tarot readings for all.